What's up, world? Snarky here. I'd like to take this opportunity and thank everyone for taking time out of their day yesterday to watch my previous video I posted, Men Going Their Own Way is No Way for Men to Go. And if you haven't seen the video, the link will be in the description box. So today I'd like to dedicate the video to the topic of the acronym, the mythical creature, the NAWALT. And for those of you that are not familiar with the NAWALT, it is spelled NAWALT. And that acronym is for Not All Women Are Like That. Now, right off the top, if you're MGTOW, you're laughing. And if you are a purple pillar, you have no idea what that means. So the situation of what NAWALT is, that girl typically almost, she seems like she's a tomboy. A lot of the times they fly under the radar, calling themselves, self-proclaiming that they are a tomboy. And meanwhile, they are using that mask to manipulate you into whatever it is that she's trying to get, whether it's sex, money, whatever. The NAWALT is a myth, people. You have to understand that we project whatever we want to see in the world. That's for anything. So if you think you found yourself a woman that doesn't nag you, doesn't ask you for money, she's independent truly in the sense where she is not emotionally dumping her baggage on you, she's not bringing any extra baggage to your relationship. If you have a woman that's like that and she stood the test of time, then congratulations. You are the luckiest man in the world. But for the most part, I think if you're already here and you're searching for NAWALT and the meaning of it, you know that there's something wrong with that. And I'll tell you, there's basically three reasons why you'll never have a NAWALT. One of the biggest reasons is our social media networking, also magazines, the news, what have you. It bombards women with an onslaught of self-hate, self-mutilation. You're not good enough. You're not skinny enough. You're not smart enough. You're the victim. Now, no matter how hard you try to raise your children or your daughter, for that matter, with confidence, she's up against that onslaught every day, day in, day out. It doesn't stop. And the second part, which is tied very closely to that, is female competition. Women set unrealistic standards for themselves. That's why they dress the way they dress, they talk the way they talk. Everything is in comparison to the girl next to them. That's why if you've ever noticed in a group of girls, you'll have, let's say there's 5 girls, you'll have 3 that are dimes, total dimes. You think they're the best looking chicks, they're beautiful. Then you have the girl in 4th, which I like to I've penned this saying, she's one Happy Meal away from blowing up. She eats anything else, she's going to be that fat chick in the crew. Then you have the 5th girl. She is the complete worst one of them all. In our opinion, in a man's opinion, nobody would touch her. She's the grenade, so to speak. But if you ask them collectively, they'll all say that they're beautiful. Now, I'm not saying that we're not all inherently good looking in our own way, But pretty girls will always surround themselves with some uglier options just to put the limelight on themselves. You have to understand that. Then the third part of this equation is men. You have to admit if you're thirsty. That's the first way to get around this NAWALT and just break free from always being under women is understanding that you are putting a vision out there that you want to see, and that's all it is. We will overlook, she's nice. She's nice. She doesn't nag me all the time, but why is she nagging you at any period of time? We will accept a certain level of harassment and disrespect just for the pussy. And honestly, guys, if you're not having a lot of sex to begin with, it's a no-brainer. Pussy is pussy. It's all the same. You put your dick in it, it gets wet, you move it around a couple times, she might come, you'll come for sure, and then she'll tell her friends about it. That's it, cut and dry. So you got to put the thirst down, guys. You got to look at yourself and say, what am I doing this all for? What's the reason why I'm having these pointless relationships, talking to however many girls you're talking to, when in most cases you don't need to be talking to anyone. You could just be chilled out, focusing on you, trying to understand what it is that makes you tick. And then when you do that, you'll be able to navigate through this world of relationships, these vampires, these parasites. You know what I'm talking about. We all have these women in our lives that we keep around because we hope that one day she'll turn around and be like, oh, he's a really nice guy and I want to get with him. The carousel just goes around and around, boys. It just goes around and around. Don't be there when she gets off. Alright, so on that note, everyone, thank you again for watching my video yesterday. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm new to this, so if there's anything that you want to hear or any comments that you want to tell me about how I'm doing, please feel free. I take all feedback with a grain of salt. Thank you.